Hey, so wanted to make a video here showing you guys some inspiration or some tips on setting up your northern blue-tongued skink enclosure. Now, I'm not an expert. This is my first time setting up an enclosure, my first time experience with the northern blue-tongued skink. So if you guys see anything I should change, please let me know, but I hope this video can be of any help to someone like myself who was searching through YouTube, kind of getting some inspiration on a more bioactive natural setup. So to begin with, I'm going to start with my substrate. Get in close here, you guys can see how it's a little bit of a stratified layer. Now this bottom layer, this is going to be pure eco earth. Now following that is a 50-50 mix of organic topsoil and eco earth. With that is mixed in even parts of clay. So in my case, I use the excavator clay, sand, and Reptisoil. So for the most part, this mix here is mostly topsoil and eco earth. On top here, I just have cocoa husks scattered about. On this side of the enclosure, I did leave the soil bare. You can see some sphagnum moss sitting there. Grumpy little dude sitting back here in his warm hide. Now, the reason why this bottom layer is only eco earth is because this is my moist layer. The northern blue-tongued skink is a species not dependent on humidity, unlike our Indonesian species. So what I do here, every couple of days I will go in and pour water down the side of the enclosure, and this will moisten the bottom layer. And why is that? It's because I have springtails and isopods in this enclosure to assist with the breakdown of the organic matter from the skink's waste, leftover food, etc. And this moist layer is what those springtails really need to thrive. So for lighting in this enclosure, I have UVB lighting using this smaller Exoterra hood. This here is a ceramic heat emitter. And then for my basking spot, I have the Day Blue Mini Halogen bulb. I am also supplying supplemental under tank heat through a under tank heater, which I will pull out here for you guys. Now this is a seedling starting mat. Ignore my mess of wires back here. I'm still getting this area set up. So this would be the warm side of my enclosure, set on a timer, 12-hour and 12-hour. So after 12 hours, the UVB and the basking light will turn off, and I have the ceramic heat emitter and the under tank heater to supply the remaining heat. Now this basking spot, I'm using this thermometer gun here, getting my temperatures anywhere from, let me get in here so you guys can see. About 105. Some spots I can measure out to be 110, 112. Don't want to get much more above 110. So this heat does provide a warm hide for this little guy. He does not have a name yet, so if anyone has any name suggestions, let me know. But this is just slate that I've arranged so he can get on top, get down in here and hide from me. Yeah. Here I just have a cork hide on my cool end. He can get in there, he'll dig around in this substrate. He likes to dig a lot. These are fake plants here, something he cannot consume. They're quite hardy, so he can't tear anything off and swallow that. Then importantly, a water dish. So this guy, he's about 6 months old. I'm feeding him every other day for the most part. Wet cat food. You can see here I gave him a blueberry, trying to coax him out earlier. He does really like blueberries and raspberries. But yeah, overall, this is my first setup for the northern blue-tongued skink. I hope this was able to help anyone. And feel free to leave any comments on things you see that I might want to do different. Thanks.